Episode 6 is in the books, and if you are watching the credits, shout out to Robert Townsend, who directed this episode. I almost called this episode Booty Buddies because everybody was getting the exchange of sexual fluids on, but I'm calling it Setup Girls because Agent Marks and Ashanti, who I predicted was up to no good, they were setting folks up. It's going down. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Certainly appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you enjoy my content, go ahead and dance on that subscribe button and drop kick that like button. Let's get into it because this episode was crazy. So it starts out in the coroner's office. Your girl Claudia is over there crying about her pa being killed by her brother. And at first when it comes on, she's over here boo-hooing. She's acting like she's really caring about her dad, but she flips the script and basically says, I got you, you're gone. All you needed to do was respect me. And she's showing no remorse for her pop, who had his whole grill blowed smack off. Look at that. Oh my gosh. He did not go out easy. So in the next scene, they have your boy Vic, who's over with the feds and the task force, and Agent Marks is putting the pressure on him. She's telling him, look, if you want this immunity, you got to come correct. You can't be half-stepping. I want Tommy Egan. I want a phone number. She's giving a full court press. She ain't playing. And your boy Tommy, or shall I say Vic, he's agreeing. He's saying he's down with the 187. He's down with being a rat. But I don't think it's going to last. I think he's going to turn before it's all said and done. I think he's going to actually be a double agent and flip again on the feds. That's a prediction that I'm making here. I think it's only going to last for a while. He may end up going out blazing, but I don't think when it's all said and done, he's going to be known as a rat. But right now, he's playing that role. Then your boy Tommy is over here still trying to get them skins from Maria. And let me say, shout out to one of my subscribers who corrected me on my last episode. I be messing up her name. I just be wanting to call her Senorita sometime. Maria. I mean, he straight up, or she put in the comment section the enunciation of her name. So shout out to you. I definitely appreciate it. But Tommy's still trying to get in where he fits in. And y'all still did not explain to me why Maria is head over heels over Tommy. Then he gets the news that from your boy Diamond, who comes in and says, look, Flynn is gone. He dead. We got to get the territory. We trying to head up to the north side and do it. So they try to get on the same page. And because they want that territory, but they know it's not going to be easy because the Serbs want it also. Meanwhile, back at the gym, your girl Shanti, her true identity is really coming forward after each and every episode. She's still strong-arming your boy. She suspects that he's on that smack. You know Junkie Jannard. She knows it, and they're going to deal with that more in this episode. But she's basically telling him, look, I'm here for you. I got your back. And he's like, what I need, what I deserve you for, this, that, and the third. But remember, he on that schmack. He riding that horse. And man, he gets in here and he sees one of her pieces of jewelry, her necklace. And you know what a crackhead gonna do. A crackhead gonna do what he do. And so he steals it. Oh, Junkie Jannard, bad leadership is up to it again. Then they go over to Maria and your boy Tommy. I mean, he ain't even exchanged bodily fluids and he talking about buying her a car. Y'all got to help me. How did they get to where they are? I mean, they really get deep into it in this episode, and I'm going to talk more about that, but I don't understand. She went from you gonna get killed, I don't want to have anything to do with Miguel's folk, to now she's riding with him. They doing all this talk back and forth and making innuendo in their conversation about exchanging bodily fluids. And then Tommy is just all up on this girl. Then she gets a text about Kendall. And so she heads to check up on him at the hospital. Meanwhile, Claudia is trying to push up on the Serbs. No, not yet. This is your boy Diamond. Yeah. This your boy Diamond trying to pay the Serbs, but the Serbs is like, yo, North Side is ours, and it's finna get real hectic in this episode. Meanwhile, let's get to it now. Kendall in the house all blistered and broken. Maria stepped to him. Even though she broke up, she might still care for him. But we find out that she's to the point to where she sees what Miguel did to him. She don't want the same thing that happened to Tommy. So she's thinking, but she leaves Kendall in there limp and hurt and doesn't pay him any mind. So I really think that their situation is over with. Then they switch over to your boy, Vic, and he's playing real smooth now that he's a fink, a squirrel, a snake. He's out here really trying to play both ends, and he's pushing up on Tommy. Okay, he's telling Tommy, look, is that offer still open for me to join CBI? I can come in here. I can help y'all turn some profits. Yo, let's do a righteous split. They negotiate back and forth, and then they come to an agreement, I believe, of what is it, 60-40? They agree to 60-40 split, and they going to do the dirt together. So Tommy's really listening. You know Tommy, he's real cautious. I really think that he may suspect something up with Vic, because at first he wasn't trying to hear him. Now all of a sudden he's trying to hear him. Knowing Tommy, he's probably got some tricks up his sleeve and is not fully trusting Vic. That's just my theory. Then we go over to brother and sister, Claudia and Vic. They link up with who I believe is an attorney or somebody representing the Flynn family, and he tells them that Papa Flynn, Walter, was just losing money left and right. And then he busts Claudia up and says, look, he left everything to your brother. He wasn't going to leave anything to you. All of the authority, even the house, belongs to your brother. Ain't no way that we're going to let no broad run the company. Okay. And of course she gets ticked on that. Meanwhile, JP, okay, he's becoming deadbeat dad. Okay. He's on that yak. He out here like Pinky, man. He getting sloppy drunk. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling bad about letting Dum Dum go, who should be somewhere studying. But you know D-Mac probably trying to figure out how to get in them streets. And Tommy's trying to console him like, look, man, we made the right decision. We saved our kinfolk. He gonna be all right, but you gotta let him go. And JP, look at him on that yak. JP finna get on my nerves, okay? He's feeling bad about his decisions, about his fatherhood position. He's just really sulking and feeling bad about himself. But Tommy says, look, get yourself together. Pull it together, JP. Then we look at Claudia, who I'm getting tired of, and I hope she ends up getting got before the end of the season. But she's still pressing her brother to link up, and Vic comes clean. He said, look, I know you the one who tried to kill me. You the one who tried to have me killed, so you better watch your back, okay? I'm coming after you. I'm taking all of my muscle. You on your own. You do what you got to do. And we find out later that she steps to the Serbs to get some protection. Meanwhile, look at Junkie Jannard. I mean, over here looking broke, busted, and disgusted. And Diamond, with all that compassion, is feeling some kind of way. He wants his brother to get his stuff together. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't think he's going to get his act together, okay? I don't think he's going to do it. Too much pressure. Y'all know what we call him here on the channel. Bad leadership. He can't handle the pressure. And so Diamond tells Jannard, look, I'll get you back in CBI, but you're going to have to clean yourself up. Meanwhile, while he's dropping game on him and trying to be the big brother, your boy gets a text from Leon, okay? Leon is the one that he's training, little Obama. He's training him how to fight, and man, that gets dicey, okay? That's a setup. I should have put her on the thumbnail. But then it goes back to Claudia, and like I said, she feeling some kind of way about the position that she's in. So she pushes up on the Serbs and saying, look, we need to link up, and that ain't working. I mean, she's really messing up. She's like bad leadership part 2. Okay, so she goes and tries to get some muscle. She says, look, if we can't link up, at least give me some muscle. And Korbanov, he agrees and gives her some muscle so she can stay alive and she can make some money and bring it to the table. Meanwhile, this is what everybody's talking about on my channel. Your boy Miguel, okay, he's over here. He got the sugar and he's needing his shots and he really going through. I mean, dude is really hurting. He's looking like Junkie Jannard. and that sugar is cutting up. And Maria is like, I ain't giving you jack, okay? I told you to leave Kendall alone. That was my man. Leave him alone. I told you don't mess with him. And sure enough, Miguel bucks at her, but she G-checks him. Oh, I love it. She got a little spice. Senorita got a little jalapeno in her. I'm trying to tell you. So she tells Miguel, look, you do that again, you on your own. I ain't giving you jack. You get your own insulin shot. Figure it out. I mean, she straight G-checks Miguel real hard. And so I'm liking this side of her. I'm just not understanding the love issue with her and Tommy. But Miguel is like, look, you better remember your place. Remember who you are. He tries to check her, but she ain't having it. She ain't hearing it. She went straight Michelle Obama on him and said, look, I'm running this. Get your own little smack insulin shot. And in comes Grandma. I told y'all it's something about her. I keep telling y'all gonna feel me on these episodes. Grandma tries to G-check Maria, but that don't go down right. And she's like, I don't know what's going on in this house, Miguel, but you better tighten it up and get your act together. And so they still being quiet about her, so we'll see which way that goes. Meanwhile, this is the scene that I was talking about a few minutes ago. Your boy Diamond is with little Obama, you know, Leon, trying to teach him to have some backbone, how to stand up for himself. But Leon's mama didn't tell Diamond while she was giving him that eye that she got a man. Woo! Woo! We're going to find out more about that in a minute, but he's over here mentoring him, and he pulls Ashanti to the side and says, look, my brother is a junkie. And she tells him, I know. And he like, you already knew? She was like, come on now. It ain't hard to tell that he on that schmack. He on that horse. And she says, look, this is what I told y'all. I've been telling y'all this. She said, look, I'll get him off of the dope. You get Tommy right. And then she makes her move and says, look, once he joins CBI, then you got to give me Garfield Park. I told y'all she was up to something. Oh, I deserve a like just for getting that one right. So meanwhile, here we go. Leon's mama with her fine self. Look at her. I mean, she is doing everything but throwing it at him. You know what I'm saying? She got the little workout outfit on. You know what I'm saying? She trying to pull Diamond, but did not tell him that she got a man. Woo! It's a setup. Jamal come in the house. Jamal come in here. I mean, he throwing stuff around, smacking stuff. He like, look, I don't want no another man messing with my son, teaching him how to fight. I was like, Jamal, You don't know you dealing with a killer. And so Jamal got some issues. I mean, this has got to be Chicago in real life. He got some issues, and they deal with that later. Oh, man, I mean, he got some major issues. He got him a mamacita. But I ain't going to give that away and talk about that right now. Let's go on. So this is why I should have called this episode The Booty Buddy, because, man, you got Claudia's old friend comes in here, and I'm like, I'm seeing which way this is going. They finna try to make this like Empire, and I definitely wasn't feeling it. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I fast forward this episode because I could feel where it was going. I could hear the music. I was like, man, these jokers finna end up doing something, and I don't want to see it. And sure enough, they did. But that was a little bit later on in the episode. I think they could have kept that particular part of it out. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Do y'all think that Claudia and her friend needs to be a thing, or they just need to leave that alone? Then we get back to your boy Tommy. He's out here with Diamond, and they're plotting, okay? They're plotting. They knowing that the Serbs is not going to let them just take the north side. They making money. They getting it from both ends. And so Diamond puts on the table, look, let Jannard back in. Let Junkie Jannard back in because we need some more muscle. And Tommy straight up tells him. That's why one thing I respect about Tommy. He just straight up. He tells him, look, your brother step out of line and he going to be deader than Tupac. He basically tell him that's it. He going to be gone. Okay? He going to be dealt with. And so Diamond says, all right then. I'm okay with that. And of course, I don't think he is okay with that. I believe if Tommy tried to kill Jannard, that he would try to kill Tommy. That's just my thought. Y'all let me know then in the comment section what y'all think about that. So they get into an agreement, and then they go back to your girl, Ashanti. And here we go. She G-checking Jannard, Junkie Jannard, okay? She's over here telling him, look, you a king. You better than this. I mean, this dude got pizza stains on him. He's like full-fledged junkie out here. But she's setting him up. I think she going to be the one to end up kill Jannard. Tommy ain't going to have to do it. Diamond, the Serbs, Jannard's crew, it's going to be her. Because at the end, she says, look, we going to get everything and let you inherit everything, and then we going to take it for ourselves. I believe she's setting them up. I keep telling y'all this. I've been right thus far. I know I'm right on this one, okay? And so she's juicing him up, gassing him up, trying to get his confidence back in the place that it needs to be. And I think that's something good about her, but I don't think she's sincere. I think she's doing it because that's her play. That's her power play. And so she's using what she can to get what she wants. She's setting them up. You know how some of them do. Look at Jannard, just straight punk. Get off that smack, Junkie Jannard. Bad leadership. So then they go to another little club, and man, I'm like, what in the world is going on? And so we find out that while they're in this club getting a little girlfriend and girlfriend thing on, Claudia finds an opportunity where she can supply her dope into the clubs and let the strippers do their thing. And so she makes a little connect while she's there, and that seemingly is going to be a way for her to make some extra money, as well as show that she is valuable when it comes to whoever she links up with. Then your boy Tommy and Vic are out here collaborating, but little do they know that the feds are watching. And I'm telling y'all, I think Tommy knows that Vic is up to something. Okay? I mean, his play wasn't right. He pushes Tommy to the curb. Then all of a sudden he wants to do business. And so, like I said, they're being watched by the task force. And Vic sees somebody's got an eye on him, and he runs over there and tells him, like, look, man, you're going to get me killed in these streets. Let me do what I do. Meanwhile, Tommy gets, I believe he gets a text from Maria. No, he's trying to get in touch with Maria because she's been dodging his calls. She's not hearing him right now because she's scared what Miguel may do to him. And so they deal with that issue a little bit later in the episode. And here you have one of the agents from the task force. He was G-checking Vic. He was like, look, you just got to trust me that I know what I'm doing. And that's a sign that he may end up getting dealt with, just like Seamus putting his head where it ain't got no business being. Then it switches over to Jamal and his son, and he G-checking. He ain't really G-check his son. He's straight up abusing him. And your boy Diamond is seeing what's going on. I mean, this is so sad. That seems like a good kid, Leon, but he got an awful father over here telling him, look, ain't no son of mine gonna be no punk. You better stand up for yours or folk gonna be taking your cornbread all your life. Leon like, yo, I'm doing the best I can do. Pops is like, no, you ain't. Take it from me. If you can do it, take this from me. Get the little comic book from me. I mean, he's just really a sad case. He needed his tail whooped, and that's exactly what happened. And your boy Diamond put them hands on him. Oh, and I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It was quite funny. And so Diamond is like, you see, he's pulling my card. I'm gonna have to G-check him. And so that's what he does. And man, this was cold-blooded. He goes in the house, then slams the door on Leon. I mean, it was like, message. Out of all the abuse in Chicago, he could have at least been the example of one good family or father. I mean, he really dropped the ball, and he got what was coming to him. He tripped me out, man. So Claudia's over here trying to get your boy Junkie Jannard on her team. And remember, in the last episode, Jannard stepped to her and she dissed him. Now she coming back over here trying to get on his team or get him on her team. And Jannard said, no, last time I came to you, you wasn't feeling me at all. Now, I thought this scene was funny. Jannard over here eating his greens. He was eating broccoli. He was eating a smoothie with spinach in it, kale in it, trying to get his health in the place it need to be. But you know you can't kick that smack that easy. It's going to take some deliverance. Meanwhile, your boy Tommy is over here with the Serbs, and they get into it because Tommy like, I ain't giving up Jack because you didn't have Jack. He like, before I got here, the north side wasn't even yours, so why do you want it now? And the Serbs, they straight try to G-check Tommy, but you know Tommy ain't having it. Tommy like, you don't know who you messing with. If it's going to be a war, then let's go to war. So I'm feeling Tommy. Tommy is really showing that he is up for the task of taking over the city, and he ain't scared of nobody. I mean, he just straight up stood up to them in their own restaurant. And so here we go with your boy Jamal. Look at Jamal. Jamal got a senorita. Woo! He had that fine black woman at the house. And then he got a little senorita on the side, and he over here snorting coke. And so Diamond steps to him like, you ought to be shaming yourself. You got this nice family at the house, and you over here abusing your son and your wife. Let me just step in here and G-check you, boy. And man, he chokes him down. Look at this trash. Come on now. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't funny. I mean, he choked him down. His eyes rolled back. I ain't gonna lie. That was some good acting. That Jamal boy, that was some good acting. Now, how you gonna be out there and not even have no pistol in Chicago? Hey, but he got them hands laid on him. Diamond took care of it. This scene was quick. I could tell how they were looking and talking. And you know when the music changed, you know something finna happen. And sure enough, they got their schlob on. And so I definitely ain't feeling them. And I definitely wasn't trying to hear what they had to say. But she gassing Claudia up to go get what's yours. Meanwhile, your boy Jannard, okay? Look at him. Trying to look clean, but he ain't. But I like this scene, and I had to respect Junkie Jannard. Okay, he's still bad leadership, but it wasn't sincere, but it was a good move. He went to Tommy. He went to his brother, said, look, I apologize. I see how you move. I see how you do what you do. That thing in you that help you do what you do. You know what Cuddy told Avon in The Wire? Yeah. So he told him, look, my bad, my respect. I do it. I play my part. So then we go to the hospital. Okay. Tommy steps to Senorita. He steps to Maria, be like, yo, why you been egging me, girl? I thought we had something going on. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought you was feeling this white chocolate. And she was like, did you see what Miguel did to Kendall? What he gonna do if he sees me and you together? Tommy like, look, white chocolate ain't scared, baby. I'm ice, baby. I can hold my own, okay? And then this is what gets me. She mess around and tell Tommy, I don't know what I would do because I love you. I said, what? How you go in 2 episodes from stay away from me to driving his car and taking walks in the park to I'm in love with you? Will somebody please help me? I mean, y'all, they got to stop the madness. They messed up on that. No, they messed up on that. At least when you look at Tommy and Angela, it took them about a season to fall in love. I mean, I know Tommy had a thing for her back in the day, but man, these jokers done fell in love in 1.5 episodes. Anyway, we go over to your boy Smurf, who's in the hood trying to get his gamble on. You know what I'm saying? He over there, and this reminded me of Friday when they was down gambling by the bike. And Smokey was like, we won. Debo said, what? He said, you won. So they over there doing their thing, trying to make their paper while they throwing them bones, and the Serbs pull up hot. I mean, they pull up clean and mean right on the scene. And they pull out the straps. Oh, man, and they just tear up the black community. It wasn't even right, man. It was all Baghdad up in there. They just went crazy, tearing up the black community. And this what get me. Wasn't no police. Popo didn't show up. It wasn't no ghetto birds in the sky. Wasn't no helicopters. Where the task force at now? Nobody. Smurf out here using folk for body shields. These jokers got grenade launchers, blowing up the projects. Man, this was awful. I mean, how do you just destroy the black community like that? We do have a community. And then they ride off. Oh, man, just gangster, man. Just real bad. I mean, look at this smoke, fire, jokers getting 5th-degree burns. It was awful. Oh, it was awful. So then they go back to the hospital where they soon bring some of the folk that got burnt up from the hit in the black community. And they bring them in and they all burnt up. I mean, crispy. For real. I mean, Popeye's crispy. Look at Smurf. Then they brought in one person. I mean, oh my gosh, they look real, real bad. All of this in the black community. Then Tommy, he goes over there to see what's what. And then he gets a text and Serbs tell him, look, man, Merkovic tell him this is how it's going to be if you don't give me my territory. And Tommy's like, yo, man, you can't be tearing up the black community. Yes, Tommy feeling some kind of way. So then they go back to Sergeant Marks. And I'm telling y'all, she's setting your boy Vic up real nice. She want to know what kind of progress you got. I mean, she treating him like she a pimp. She like, where my money at? You better tighten up and get me what I want or you ain't going to get this immunity. And she's really putting the pressure on Vic. And so Vic, like I said, by the end of this episode, he's not feeling this position. That's why I don't think he's going to end up remaining a rat for the rest of the season, at least until it's all said and done. Meanwhile, Tommy's over here feeling some kind of way about the black community getting destroyed. And here comes Senorita. And this is it. This is the moment that everybody been waiting on. Senorita and Tommy, they exchanged bodily fluids. I mean, it was just passionate. It was just slow. They was making love. She busts up and tell Tommy, I love you. I'm like, man, get out of here. I just couldn't believe it. So then they go over to your boy Vic, and he's reminiscing about his girl, and he talking about how much he miss her, and he telling her his progress, but he's saying, look, I got to go all the way. I made you a promise that I was going to get out this game, and in order to do it, I got to go and hurt your boy Tommy. And so he's on that yak, and, he's a shell of himself, and I don't think it's going to end up for him. I don't think he's going to end up being a rat. I think he's going to play double agent, and before it's all said and done, he's going to switch back over to being in them streets. That's my prediction. Oh, look at your boy Tommy and Maria. Look at him. Meanwhile, Shanti is souping your boy up. I'm telling y'all, she's souping him up hard. She's telling him, look, this is the play. And I told y'all. She was just doing all of that for Junkie Jannard so she could make a play. We find out in this episode that she run a crew. She got a crew. Now, we knew she had stuff going in and out her gym, but now we see she got a crew and she want her own territory. And look at Junkie Jannard. He just like, yeah. I'm with that girl. I knew you was the one. I knew you would help me. Oh, man. She playing him. I'm telling y'all. I think before it's all said and done, she going to end up killing Jannard. She's going to end up doing to him what the Heron would have probably done, because Shanti is up to no good. Man, I'm telling y'all, this was an okay episode. I think the last episode was actually better. Y'all let me know down in the comments section, was episode 5 better than episode 6? I think episode 5 was way, way better. That's just my humble opinion. And I think before it's all said and done, we're going to see a lot of twists and a lot of turns in the episode. It's your man Parlow from Parlowgems.com. Y'all make sure y'all let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on my predictions, your predictions as well, and your theories on this episode that I'm talking about. I call it Setup Girls. Is Shanti gonna end up doing Junkie Jannard before it's all said and done? And do you really think that Agent Marks has her thumb hard enough on Vic where he's gonna come through? I think he's gonna turn double agent. Y'all let me know down in the comment section, and I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.